Welcome to Seize the Mains by Raj Malhotra's IS Academy. I'm Sirbhi Sardana and this is Season 3 of our Daily Answer Writing Initiative. This initiative runs in coordination with our website, which is rajisacademy.com. Click on the mains answer writing section. All the content that has been discussed, all the question answers on lines of UPSC mains exam that have been discussed on Seize the Mains have been updated here. We've discussed 180 questions till date. So on Seize the Mains on Seize the Mains on our website, 180 questions with their model answers, all from current affairs, have been discussed. Do check our website out. Also post your answers that you're writing with us for the question answers that get discussed on Seize the Mains. Post your answers on the website in the comment section that appears under each and every question, and our team will evaluate your responses and give their valuable feedback entirely free of cost. Let's see what is the topic for today. It's Karl Marx's concept of alienation. See, this is basically a newspaper article appeared in the Hindu on 1st of February regarding Karl Marx's concept of alienation and how it holds relevance even today. So, this is a, very improbable question that UPSC might ask you, because alienation is a very deep concept of Karl Marx, but still, whenever some popular articles regarding some popular thinkers or writers appear in the newspapers, sometimes UPSC does ask you certain questions in civil services examination directly from those articles. So this is one such exceptional question that has been framed. Try to hold on, try to hold your ground, and just try to understand what are we trying to explain here. Let's see what is the question. The concept of alienation is envisaged by Karl Marx, holds relevance in contemporary times to understand society. Explain. Answer in 150 words. So see, if you have been preparing for GS paper 4, I'm sure that the concept of alienation that was given by Karl Marx, that must be known to you at least lightly. Even if you're not a sociology student, it might be known to you if you've studied GS 4. So alienation by Karl Marx, it was given with the context to workers and their alienation from themselves, from what they produce, from society as a whole. So 4 steps or 4 concepts in alienation were mentioned by Karl Marx. Now the question here is that it still holds relevance. A concept that was applicable back in 1840s, it still holds relevance to study society. So this is to understand society. This is a society based question. It is not a question that is based upon the concept that was directly given by Karl Marx. It is not about workers and their alienation from the products that they are making. It is about how alienation impacts society, how alienation can prove to be a good concept to study society right now, the 21st century society. Write your answers in context of India whenever there are society answers. And this is an explain question. You do not have to justify, you do not have to take a stand. Just write, 3-4 good points which just tell that yes, alienation can be applied here and there, and this is how it is increasing our understanding of society. Also answer in 150 words. Do not worry about word limit if you just started answer writing. Do not worry about time limit as well. As I always say, learn to walk first and then you will be able to run. But the first step is that you need to learn to walk. You need to understand the topic and you need to understand how to frame your answer, how to present it well. After that, writing within the time limit and trying to write within the stipulated word limit, all of that would be balanced. So don't worry about these peripheral things. These are for your later stages. Right now, let's start with the topic. Let's see how will we address this answer. First thing that you need to do is explain the concept of alienation in like 3 lines to the examiner. Write about it and just explain that yes, you know what the concept is, and then turn the direction of your answer towards talking about how alienation can prove to be of immense benefit for understanding society right now. So the idea of alienation of Karl Marx is one of the most widely discussed concepts in social, political and economic theory. So this is generally talking about the praise part is there, that now you've mentioned what is alienation. In Marxist understanding, alienation refers to a feeling of separation from one's own labor and the loss of power over it. And this is in the first 2 lines you have explained what alienation is. Now move on to describe it in a little bit detail, then we'll turn the direction of our answer towards talking about society. He describes the process of alienation of workers from number 1, product, number 2, the process from themselves, that is from humanity, and from their abilities, from themselves and their abilities. This is your third part. This is covered this is covered together, and from others or from the society as a whole. If you do not want to write this word from others, write that from society. That would be a more apt term here, because the question is about society. Alienation as a concept of 1840s holds relevance even in the 21st century, although the reasons may have changed, and now they are deepening our understanding of the society. So this can be explained as follows. Number one is about, see, India is a democracy. Suffrage is the right that is, that is available to all citizens above the age of 18. The right to vote is available, but not many people, they are in fact motivated enough to cast their votes. That is one thing. Secondly, the organizational structure, the bureaucratic structure. Not many people report a lot of crimes, or there are a lot of people who do not have trust in the trust in the justice delivery process of the country as a whole. So that is all alienation from what you have chosen to rule over you. So alienation can be used in political sense. This is something that we're talking about, the political sense of political establishment of India. With the alienation of electorate being the reason of disaffection with political parties or their policies. Hence the reason for people choosing not to cast their votes or to report crimes, it erupts here. Secondly, we'll be talking about the workplaces or the culture that has erupted out of there. In modern times, where manufacturing is highly specialized and segmented. Segmented means every task is divided amongst a couple of workers, and none of the worker is creating a whole thing out of its own hands, on its own. So the worker does not own the product, or he or she does not own the entire process. Also, he cannot lay claim over that this is something that I have created today. So that sense of fulfillment does not come. Workers are often not even aware of what they are producing, since the production process is highly segmented. Hence a sense of non-fulfillment creeps in, which impacts the overall personality of workers. Data suggests that, now this is some example, that assembly line workers to have the greatest sense of alienation, with workers such as physicians, doctors, teachers, or other professional professionals, they feel least alienated. So people who are working as assembly line workers, they are most alienated. And there are some professions which give you, immediate dopamine rush or immediate sense of satisfaction, such as the profession of a teacher or of a medical practitioner, a physician for that matter, who see the results in front of them of what they are doing, of their hard work. So they are more fulfilled and less alienated. So such studies about work and about workers, and such studies which where alienation can prove to be a very good concept. Such studies can be of immense benefit when you're guiding children towards their careers, and in designing the educational curriculum also, because all of us as as citizens, as nations, and as talking about other countries as well, all of us are striving towards a better world order and an ideal life all the time. That goes without saying. Then the third one is alienation can also imply powerlessness, meaninglessness, normlessness, self-estrangement, and social isolation. So where do these factors hold of relevance when we are studying society? There may be various causes for these forms of alienation, such as bureaucracy and organizational structures, lack of ownership, social disorganization, or poor management of or technology. This can be understood as a loss of control, lack of meaning, difficulty of self-expression in work. Now all this understanding, first of all, you redefined alienation in terms of other thinkers, and then you said that alienation with regards to these many topics that can arise in these many structures. So now how can it prove to be beneficial for the society? It can be used to design curriculum for various higher educational institutions, higher educational courses, friendly environment at workplaces, and citizen-centric governance. When we are talking about people feeling estranged from bureaucracy, so designing or moving towards citizen-centric governance, that can be worked out here. Then social relations leading to alienation, that is also a form that we need to study. For example, social relations, why do they lead to alienation? Feelings of alienation, they may be related to ethnicity or race, region. For example, people of Northeast feeling alienated in other parts of India. caste, that is upper caste, are reportedly preferred in some areas, some roles in private companies that can also be seen. So that is another, there are various forms and various levels of alienation that prevail in India. And gender, women often report that they are paid less, or they receive lesser promotions as compared to their male counterparts who do exactly the same amount of work or even lesser work than them. So all these studies, they can actually prove to be of great benefit when you're studying society or understanding society. So studying the impact of technology, that is your fifth one. Technology has displaced certain skills and created new ones. So there were many tasks who could actually give you fulfillment on a daily basis. Now these tasks, they are performed by machines. So since these tasks are performed by machines, you are actually missing out on that daily fulfillment and overall growth of personality. Also, there are upcoming technologies like generative AI, which will replace a lot of skilled jobs and replacing a lot of skilled people or semi-skilled people. That has happened in the past also. So all this study with regards to that revolves around technology can be beneficial if you take alienation as a concept there to study the impact of technology on society. Sixth one is factors such as division of labor and displacement of certain skills contribute to alienation despite the automation of manual labor. So this is a positive concept that can be implied that now with the emergence of technology and internet, people are owning businesses online. They're coming out their vlogs, blogs and podcasts, or owning social media accounts as part of their identity. So that makes them feel more connected. So that is a proof that alienation as a concept, yes, it does exist, and in society it holds relevance because the more connected we are in one form or the other by even just owning a social media account, posting there and being able to talk to your people or interacting with them, so that actually leads to benefits for people. So that all erupts from alienation, and this can prove to be of immense benefit for studying society. So hence add points on your end also. Hence the theory of alienation of Karl Marx can be an explanation for not just the bad things. We are talking about rising mental health issues, suicides, breaking apart of relationships, families, materialism, etc. So this concept that can prove to be prove to study, that can help you to study all these concepts better, which play a great role in the functioning of a society. And all of which this mental health issues, suicides, breaking apart of relationships, nuclear families, or families not valuing their people not valuing their own family members, rising materialism, etc. All of this leads to degrading ethical values in a society. That goes without saying. So hence Marx actually, he saw work as a means for people to express themselves creatively, and which is central to human nature. So that is something that we need to take into account whenever we are moving ahead as a society. A better understanding of alienation, its reasons and various forms, can help in designing better labor laws. That goes without saying, because alienation as a concept by Karl Marx was given with respect to workers and their products only. For a country and work environment where more and more people feel relevant about not just what they do, but their identities and existence. See, if you have referred to that book called 21 Lessons for the 21st Century, there is a challenge that you will know Harari talks about in that book, and the challenge is about staying relevant in the 21st century. So a lot of people struggle with relevance, a lot of people struggle with identity, because all of the work that we are doing and the way we lead lives, that is all disintegrated into smaller parts, and none of us knows where life is headed most of the times. And most of the issues that our society or a country is struggling with, these erupt out of these issues. So out of these factors. So alienation as a concept, the concept that was given by Karl Marx, that is very important to study society as a whole. And in like 6 points we have explained how it can help and how it is still relevant to study, contemporary society. That is your entire answer for the day. Please let us know how do you like our videos in the comment section below. If you want something new from our end, do let us know in the comment section. Visit rajayesacademy.com. The link is present in the description, and look for question 181, and its answer would be uploaded tomorrow, that is by 5 p.m. tomorrow. By that time, try to write your own answer and post your answers on the website. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. with another discussion of Seize the Mains. Stay tuned and all the best.